thing anymore. Like I wake up and I tell it, and then I don't know it anymore. So what you were talking about the 369, the 369 women, and I started having that dream in particular in 2016. It was, I guess, 9 of us in all black, and I was in the center in the ocean. We were all in a circle, and I came out in the middle of those women. And then it paused, and then I had that dream again most recently, like a couple of weeks ago. Same dream. And then my cousin had the dream
let
about
me ask you a question right quick. You said y'all was in the ocean water, salt water?
I guess it was the salt water, yeah.
Okay, because this is a direct message from Big Mama about Oya, I think it is.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Yeah, and this is twice. This is twice. So just recently, the last dream, 369, it was 9 women in my cousin's dream, but they were all waiting on my arrival to make it. We weren't on the water, but they were all waiting on me, and they all same thing. They all gathered around me, and I'm still trying to figure. I want to figure it out because I know that I have a calling. I just haven't tapped into what it really is, or maybe I do know, but I'm
by birth you a high priestess on the land.
Yeah, I just don't know what to do.
Look, it's gonna come natural to you if you okay. So you know when you was watching your children play and you was thinking about looking around, making sure there wasn't nothing coming, and you was just comfortable with them, and you was in full mother mode.
Yeah.
When you get in that energy, that's what's going to teach you the rest of the way. Nobody else ain't gonna have to tell you nothing.
Well, my kids are older now. You know, the youngest is 13 and the oldest is 19.
You can still get in the energy though.
Okay.
You can still get it.
I feel that energy when I'm around other little kids.
Right. That's that mother energy. That's the feeling that you want to try to. That's why Big Mama always got somebody's baby.
Yeah.
Because she's steady. She's steady operating from that energy of mother. She take in the girl down the street. She got her kids. She got her grandkids. She got her nieces and nephews. That's how can we all know to go back to Big Mama house. Because Big Mama done told us over generations and generations and generations, baby, if anything go wrong, you can always come back to Big Mama house. You can always come back to my dear house. You can always come back to Nana house. Right? You can always come back to Nana house. Right? So they've been telling us that for generations. We're not going to never forget that.
Right.
So when the chief started putting the pieces back to the puzzle, we know that the yellow brick road can only lead to Big Mama house.
Yeah.
And we know what Big Mama house feel like before we ever get there.
Yes.
Right? So we in the back seat of the car, we going to Big Mama house, we going to Big Mama house, we gonna eat some fried chicken and cornbread at Big Mama house. We got our little songs.
Yeah.
The songs over time became full productions to tell us what's going on the land, no matter who's singing.
Okay.
Right? So the blues come from the Mississippi Delta. Most people don't know that.
Yes, that's right.
It used to be called, when it first came up, was called the Delta Blues.
The Delta Blues, that's correct. Yeah.
Right? Every one of the old blues singers named Son was a chief.
Really? Okay.
If they had an animal attached to their name, they was a chief of that totem clan, like Howlin' Wolf.
Oh, okay.
Right? If they had a color, the color tell you which clan they from. Like Yellow Belly. That's an Oshun clan. He's a priest of Oshun singing music.
Okay.
So now it's in the culture. You can't get it out. It's like a stain on a white shirt that'll never go away.
Right.
We know how to read the pattern of the stain. Because we've seen the stain so many times that it's just automatic that we know. We ain't new jacks. We not new here. We grew here.
And that's what it feels like. I know for me, I feel like I have been repeating this for many times, right? And now it's to the point where it's time for me to break free of from behind the scenes, from the shadow, and just come out. And I guess I was just trying to figure out the way in which to do it, because it's like I have not pressure on me, but it's pressure on me, right? Because everyone
Right.
sees it in me.
It's calling. It's a calling.
It's on me heavy.
Yeah, because
You know, when
the clans are reorganizing and reforming, and they're gonna form around a big mama, either a queen or high priestess, or both.
just look, Rod, I had the toad experience like 2 years ago, right? And when I had that experience, it's like when I went under, is what I call it. All I could hear was that you're a god, and I saw this ceremony. It's like I had this whole ceremony. These little, I'd say fairies or angels, whatever you want to call them, were building this garment on me, right? And they were adorning me in all white and gold. And I woke up saying, I am God. And it's like, where did I get that from? You know, because I always feel like, you can't be God. But it's like, and then I was told to wear all white, but I didn't do it. It's like I didn't do what I was told to do. But it keeps circling back around, like I need to do what I'm supposed to.
Because you're going to be in the loop until you listen.
Didn't I say that? And that's what I said. I feel like I keep looping around.
Yeah. You're stuck into it's called monkey flip. When you get to the point where you're supposed to, like say you get to a fork in the road and you don't want to go the way that the sign telling you, you start monkey flipping. You monkey flipping because you're waiting on somebody else that's coming in the same direction to point you in which direction to go.
When I already know the way to go, is that correct?
Right. You already know the way.
Yeah.
But you got to find somebody that you trust more than you trust yourself to tell you that you know the way, so you can remember that you know the way. Here's what it is.
Okay. Someone that I trust more than I trust myself. Okay.
You think somebody got a higher connection to God than you?
Yeah. I'm still trying to release that religious dogma, right?
Yes.
I'm still trying to shake that, but that's what it is. It's like I don't like worthiness, right? Well, why me? I'm on this level, and there should be someone else. When in actuality, it's me.
Your physical reality won't betray your spiritual rank until you pull rank. When you pull rank, you start making shit happen.
How do you pull rank?
By accepting who you are in your God form. Big Mama is God.
Yeah.
You Big Mama on earth. What that tell you?
I'm God.
Reflection of Big Mama, as above, so below. But as long as you're running from it, God's don't chase you. You're not going to chase yourself. You're going to monkey flip, though. You a monkey flip.
I can't do that. I can't do it anymore. I've been trying to get on this live forever. You know. I can't.
I'm the monkey flipping this motherfucker it is. I learn the hard way every fucking time, like Jim Croce say. But the reality of it is, I could only run from me until I got tired. And I got tired. It took a long time because I realized that everywhere I went, this motherfucker was here. And everywhere I ain't, this motherfucker ain't.
I'm 44, and it feels like I've been running for 44 plus years.
Yo, you got the message at the right time, because 44 is the angel number. If you don't get
Okay.
if you don't take on in this year your full acceptance of who you are, you check out.
And that's what I was told, that the year 44 I needed to come from out of the under the covers. I needed to come out. And I'm almost 45, so that makes sense.
Hey, it is what it is.
What do I need to do? just take my place on the throne.
Yeah. That's deal with your family, start with your immediate family.
And that's what I've been doing.
Have
One
family
by one.
gatherings for every excuse. If it's a Christmas party and you don't believe in Christmas, fuck the Christmas. Just throw the party. Because everybody
Okay.
off work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Easter, just had an Easter dinner.
And that's what we did. And they listen. When I speak, they listen. You know, I'm from a family of religious Christian folk, and they staunch Christians, but they hear
Listen,
everything I say. Mm-hmm.
the baddest preachers in the world. T.D. Jakes ain't shit without his wife.
Facts. That's true.
Freddie Price wasn't shit without his wife. If his wife got up
That's
and left
true.
him, it crumbled their ministry.
That's true. You're right.
Why is that? At the end of the day, we still know who the fuck we is.
Yeah.
And even if they couldn't come out and tell us who was doing the dirt because they couldn't see it clear enough, they had to tell it at the level they saw it so that we can put the pieces together. They didn't have to be 100% right. They could have been 1% right. But as long as one of the chiefs see the 1%, we can pass the message on to the other chiefs. Dr. Clark say, in our culture, a thing doesn't have to be true in order for it to carry the truth.
Right.
It don't have to be a true statement in order to embody the truth of an idea.
Right.
So we can use children's stories like Aesop's fables to give our children an illustration that they can understand, and it's just a fairy tale, but it don't mean that there aren't.
Yeah, I read that as a kid. I
Yeah.
had those in the childcraft books. Yeah.
Those used to be children's stories in Egypt.
Really?
Yeah, them bedtime stories. You read them to the boy and girl priest. They be 4, 5 years old. If you read Aesop's
Yeah, I had
fables,
the whole collection from a little child. My mom bought those for me, and I read them all the time.
The dumbed down version is Grimm's Tales. That's the dumbed down version of Aesop's fables. They knew they was gonna be dumbing us down. If you read Aesop's fables, it reads now like college level literature.
Now I have to go back and reread them.
And if you read Grimm's Tales, it'll read like something you teach teenagers.
Okay.
But all that shit, children's stories. They supposed to be mentally mature enough at 5 and 6 years old to begin to break down Aesop's fables.
And that's how old I was when my mom that's all I read. She read it to me every night.
Yeah, she was preloading you for your position and your mission. You had pretty good grades in school too, didn't you?
Yeah. But I didn't really like it, but I did.
Yeah, I didn't like it either, and I had good grades until I decided not to.
Yeah. And I think that's why I talk about the loop, because I was still in society trying to get this and master this, and it never worked out. So I thought. I don't think I was. It was.
You was just going over there to see what that was, to know that wasn't what you was supposed to do.
And that's what I'm realizing now. I wasn't supposed to do it.
But you still took something from the lesson that you could use with what you're supposed to do. That's
right.
Because Big Mama gonna build you up while you running from her. She's still gonna be building you up to take on your position when you turn around and realize the truth of who you is. You ain't new here, you grew here. Now you gotta do is start connecting with other Big Mamas, and that's when you really gonna take off.
That's what the 369 is?
Yeah. Well, the 369 is 3 pre-puberty. Then you have 6 between puberty and menopause. And then you
Okay.
have 9 elder women.
So let me ask you a question. You said that I need to connect with the other big mamas, right? Just recently, a few days, I'm a dream walker, right? A few nights ago, I had a dream. There were probably about, did I tell you, 6 or 9 women sitting at a table. And it looked like they were playing like Bid Whiz or Pinochle, some like old school game, right? But they were all in white. That's the first dream I've ever had where everybody was in all white. And the one lady who I felt that was my granny in the dream, she wouldn't look at me directly. But I could see the faces of the other women. And I guarantee you, if I saw them in this realm, I could pick them out because the features were so unique. But my dog, present day dog, actually went under the table and was licking the lady who wouldn't look in my direction. But she had a smirk on her. She was trying to get her attention. Because she was licking her under the table, but she would never look directly at me. She was looking at an angle. But I felt that it was a connection to her. And it was about maybe 6 to 9 women at that table in the circle. And they were telling me something, but I couldn't hear what they were saying.
Yeah. So to turn around on the dream, she's not accepting you because you haven't accepted yourself yet. So she's not giving you her energy. So when you had the repeat of the dream and she gonna look directly at you, that's when you know she gonna be telling you job well done. They threw a whole fried chicken dinner party for me.
And they were all sitting at the table, and it's like they were talking to me, but I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't understand what they were saying. But they were talking directly to me.
Yeah. But they was really talking in telepathy. And because you still haven't accepted who you is, you haven't turned on that mechanism yet. That's why you couldn't hear them.
So in order to turn on that mechanism, I need to just center myself with other big mamas.
Yeah, so y'all mitochondrial connected. All women are mitochondrial connected. They don't have to be the same race as you, as they call it. They don't have to be the same color as you. But they got to have similar values of family.
Okay.
You will know them because they're going to be doing the same shit you doing, trying to have dinners with their families and cook for the grandkids and shit like that.
That's my mama. My mama is still here. And, that's all she wants to do.
Yep. And you're going to have what you call a scout.
Okay.
Scout is going to be in the royal house that will be called your handmaiden. Her job is going to be introduce you into all other women that's doing what you're doing. Like, come on over here. I want you to meet Sister So-and-so from this church. I want you to meet Millie. She a Muslim, but she good people. Right? That's going to be your scout. She going to be the one who's going to put all your big mamas from your local area together through you. But she can't do it until you accept yourself. And she's just going to pop up introducing you to people.
Okay.
Self-talk is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Thank
time
you.
to put this shit back together on the land.
I know it is. I know it's time.
Yeah.
And I've been racking my brain. I'm probably not aggravating my fiance, but he's been helping me through this process because we're figuring it out together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember, they wouldn't let us teach each other openly what I'm telling you openly right now.
Yeah.
So we had to code it. But it's easier when I could just tell you.
Yeah.
Now he know how to give you support. He can tell you when you doubting yourself.
Yeah. He does. And he does it.
Yeah.
He does it now.
But now you're more apt to do the follow-up. See, it's one thing for somebody to tell you something and for you to act on the information than it is for you. Now you know what you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're on a journey of self-discovery for you to be the best grandmama, big mama you could be. You got to accept the reality that you got, but that just means that everything outside of you is also within inside of you. As above, so below, as within, so without. Once you understand that, then you don't take none of this shit personal. That's how you get all the way to your position. When you stop taking it personal, that means you stop taking sides.
Yeah.
Once you stop taking sides, then that puts you in the position to see on a higher level than the average person. Your dreams become more vivid, right? You take the haze out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just what you do.
Okay.
You know?
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.